Yo, what's up everybody? It's Connor from Unscripted, back again with another video. In today's video, we have a lot of CDL news to cover, and as always, we will be doing it all for the script. But before we get into the video, the usuals, don't forget to leave a like on the video, a comment down below as well with your thoughts on whatever we talk about, and subscribe to the channel as well. Help me reach my next goal of 60 subscribers. I would really appreciate all of that. Help me grow the channel. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Also, I made a video yesterday that I'm going to plug right now really quick because it has not been seen by many people. I did a video ranking all 6 CDL rookies so far this year. If you enjoy that kind of analysis and that sort of thought process behind those rankings, I would greatly appreciate if you check that out. Leave a like on that as well. It helps me out so much and it means a lot to me. I put some time into that one, so I appreciate any feedback or thoughts on that video. And with those self-promotions out of the way, let's jump right into the news. So as you see on screen, the first piece of news we're covering today is that the London Royal Ravens have made yet another roster move. They have sort of been the team of roster moves so far this year. They've rostered like 10 or 11 guys so far, I think. There's so many people that have been on their payroll in some capacity at some point this year. And another move here, as you see on screen. The West Coast connection just got stronger. We are excited to announce that Zaptius will be joining us for Stage 3 alongside Shawnee, Paul X, and Zed. Obviously, that means Zaptius will be replacing DylanCOD, who... the one-game wonder mantra might last 1 year longer with him. I mean, since Black Ops 4, it's just not the same. Another really bad year for him. He did have the worst Search and Destroy KD in the CDL, I believe. Zaptius, a pretty good Search and Destroy player, so this will definitely improve London in that regard. We will see how it improves them elsewhere. I do think it will improve them overall, though. They've been getting a little better. We've seen that from Stage 1 to Stage 2. Make a move that should benefit them here. A young, hungry amateur coming up and replacing Dylan. We'll see how it goes, but they can't get much worse. I think it'll probably improve them. And also, as you see there in the beginning of that tweet, the West Coast connection, of course, is a reference to Wester, the amateur team that Zaptius and Paul were OG members of for a long time. It's pretty cool to see things come full circle for those guys. They grinded the Challenger scene together. They really made names for themselves there. And now they are up playing together on London in the CDL, and they're going to see what they can do. So you got to feel good for those guys. You got to feel good for London. I mean, they keep trying these rosters out. Eventually, they will find something that sticks. If it's not this year, they might be building towards the future because those are probably two good young guys to be building around, Paul and Zaptius. But we'll have to see how it goes. He has not played in the CDL yet, so we'll see. The rookies, though, this year have been doing really well. That video I referenced about the rookie rankings I made yesterday, there's been some really good rookies, and we'll just see if Zaptius can be the next one to come up and make a name for himself. I mean, it's been going pretty well for a lot of these guys so far, so we'll see if he's the next man up into that top rookie discussion. You see here, he weighs in on Twitter himself and says, excited and thankful for the opportunity given to me by the London Royal Ravens. Can't wait to get to work. What else can he say? He's hungry, he's ready to go, and he is looking forward to making a name for himself in the CDL. Of course, I'm cheering for him. I'm cheering for all these young guys that come up and get a chance because the veterans they stick to their spots. They don't really want to give their spots up. So when a young guy gets a chance over a vet, they really need to take advantage of it for their career progression, and we'll see Zaptius. I'm sure he will do well and make a name for himself in the CDL the way he did in Challengers. So that's that. Congrats to Zaptius and London. Moving on, we have an update on Control. So thankfully, Control will be changing to some of the rules we thought was going to be happening. So overtime will be based off of ticks captured, not lives. That is great news. It never made any sense to have an objective-based game mode where defense for overtime was not determined by objective play. Teams on offense could pretty much just chalk their offensive rounds as long as they weren't getting outslayed, and then they would be set for defense in round 5. It didn't happen a lot, but it could happen. Theoretically, it shouldn't be able to happen, but it definitely could have. So now that will change, and overtime will be based on the number of ticks captured, not full zones, just ticks. That's also good news because full zones are hard to capture, but you should get some sort of reward for capturing 2 out of 3 ticks. So I like to see that addition as well. Extra time, however, will not be added per tick capture like we thought it would be. We thought it was going to be 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. It looks like it's still going to be just 1 minute at the end of each point. So I don't know how I feel about that. I think there should be some happy ground. I do think that getting that third point should be valued more than getting the first point, but I also think there should be some sort of reward for capturing 2 points beyond, of course, the overtime. Maybe like a 10, 20, 30. Maybe for the first tick you get 10 seconds, second tick you get 20, third tick you get 30. Something else. I don't know. I'd like to see something different, but I definitely don't. I wasn't a fan of the 20-20-20 rule, but I'm also not really a fan of the 1 minute thing, but we'll see how it works out. I mean, the overtime thing is definitely going to make this more interesting. We will see teams trying much more on offense, at least trying to get some of those ticks in. If they can get a tick or two, they might not get the point, but it might end up paying dividends when it comes to determining defense for overtime. So I think that's good news. I'd like to see that change. Moving right along, we have Clicked on the wrong tweet, so here we go. You see this tweet by Hamza, aka formerly Glow Frosty, for the New York NYSL Academy team. He said, "So got news today that I will be getting cut from the Academy team. This is twice where my team has been forced to make a change. Now I gotta sit here the day before an Elite and try to find a roster or sit out all of Season 3 Elite. Nice, baby." Obviously, he was upset about that. Crone here confirming the news, saying Hamza has been benched by NYSL Academy, most likely for DylanCOD. So, I mean, technically the DylanCOD being benched from New York is not even official yet, but it's got to be made official soon, I'm sure. So it'll be Mac, Hydra, Clayster, and ASIM for New York. You know, it was originally thought to be DylanCOD in place of Mac. Now it looks like they reversed course and went with Mac. So DylanCOD, we thought, was going to be going down to the Challengers, their Academy team, which made sense because he's a really promising rookie, and he should be, you know, getting reps with a lot of good players because he will probably be back in the CDL in some capacity, you know, before long. And then we get this new update. Hamza is back on NYSL Academy, so you don't know what happened. I don't know. There was a meme going around that 100 Thieves beat a team really bad in a hard point, like 230 to 5 or something. As you see in the replies there, that might confirm that, you know, their names were blacked out in the meme, but that might confirm that that was them playing against the 100 Thieves. But regardless of any of that, it does look like Hamza is back on NYSL Academy, so I don't know what the deal is with DylanCOD. You would think they'd want him playing in some capacity on their Academy team. I don't know. It's kind of surprising to me if he is indeed out of the CDL team. You know, he's promising. He has a lot of talent. I thought they'd like to see him on their Challengers team, but I guess not. But I don't know. Nothing's official yet, so until we know for sure, it's hard to speculate right now. But at least it looks like their Subliners Academy team will be staying the same as it was previously. So that's good news for Hamza. He's a really good player. I like him, so I'm glad to see he still gets a chance. And finally, some other big news. As you see on the screen, you know, you have to look closely, but Standoff is coming back to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. That's great news for the CDL, especially Search and Destroy. We can finally get, I would hope we would get Checkmate out of there, but, you know, it's got to be Checkmate. It's Miami. People don't like watching Miami, but it's way more balanced to the map at least. Checkmate is just not balanced at all. When one bomb site is never really used by the offense, you probably shouldn't have that map in the rotation. So I'm pretty confident Standoff will be replacing Checkmate, Search, and Destroy, and then who knows, we'll see it in some other game modes too, I'm sure. Maybe over Garrison Hardpoint, that would be a good one to see. I'm not sure how Control will work on that map yet. We'll have to see how it plays, but the bad news with this is apparently it's not going to be, you see there it says, I don't know if you can read it, it says in season. So it looks like Standoff will not be coming to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War right away. It's going to take some time, which means it likely will not be in the CDL until Stage 4, because they do not add maps in the middle of the season. They wait until the end of the season, or the stages. They wait till the end of the stages to add new maps. So probably won't see it still Stage 4, but regardless, it's good to see it in any capacity. And also exciting news on there, the PPSH-41 is coming back to Cold War, so that's exciting news. People love that gun in World War II. It was one of my favorite SMGs of all time, really smooth gun to use. We'll see how it plays in here. I'm sure it will be banned in competitive. I think it will probably be overpowered like all DLC guns seem to be these days. Probably will be League Play Warriors running that gun, but it will not be in the CDL, I wouldn't think, but we'll have to see how that goes. Fun knife to use, though, or fun gun to use. I'm glad to see it's back in some capacity, and we'll see. I'm sure it will be very strong, but we'll have to see how it plays out. So, all that being said, that's going to wrap up the video. I'm just going to switch back to this screen now, so I hope you enjoyed the video and the news update. If you did, like I said, don't forget to leave a like on the video and a comment down below, as well as subscribe to the channel if you are looking for more content like this in the future. I would greatly appreciate all of those things. It means a lot to me, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a good day, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.